Today's episode of the More You Know podcast is brought to you by CrowdQuestion, a brand new social communication platform focused on connecting crowds to bring everyone closer to their community, as well as enhancing any occasion. Rather than being a social media platform focused on content and advertising, they're focused on communication and connection. Learn more about the platform and download the app free at crowdquestion.com.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
The
More
You
No
Podcast.
Today I want to elaborate on the addictive experience. Addiction is a common aspect of human nature, and how detrimental the addiction is varies. Some have fatal natures like heroin, others can destroy your personal life like gambling or sex addiction, and others don't get in the way of your functioning such as coffee. Regardless, almost everyone has an addiction in some form to some level. For some reason though, addiction is largely looked at only with things that are detrimental to your life. But with that being said, most any addiction can be detrimental, and it largely has to do with how it's handled. Because of this, it's important to have awareness surrounding the addiction experience, so that you can ensure that your life isn't negatively impacted by addiction. And with this being said, I now want to go through the addiction experience. So the addictive experience has similar characteristics regardless of the addiction. The first is that the addiction creates predictable, reliable sensations. Second is it becomes the primary focus and absorbs attention. Third is it temporarily eradicates pain or other negative sensations. Fourth is that it provides an artificial sense of self-worth, power, control, security, intimacy, or accomplishment. Fifth is it exasperates the problems and feelings it is sought to remedy. And finally, sixth, it worsens functioning and creates loss in relationships. No matter who you are, you can fall into addiction, and the level of severity and detriment towards your life can vary, along with the addiction being to virtually anything. Because of this, you must be conscious of falling into the trap of addiction, and be aware of what addiction looks like. But luckily, the addictive experience has similar characteristics regardless of what the addiction is surrounding. And by being aware of these characteristics, you can avoid addiction. And by doing so, you can ensure it doesn't get in the way of your pursuits and your life as a whole, along with not getting in the way of making a tremendous impact in this world and crafting a life of significance. I hope this talk makes a positive impact in your life. Please subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening or watching it. Check out other episodes. Leave a review. Follow the podcast on social media at More You Know Pod, and sign up for CrowdQuestion to ask me questions about the episode. Again, thank you for listening as we propel through podcasting with the More You Know.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
The
More
You
No
Podcast.